Welcome to the St. Vrain Sports Report. Glad to have you along with us. We're going to recap the week in high school state basketball. We got Chad Parrish with our No Limit Sports Performance Tip of the Week. But first off, let's start with some highlights of state basketball and lots of things going on last week. Silver Creek girls basketball against Pueblo County. They played at Valley Christian High School in the second round. Silver Creek 18-5 during the regular season and had the first round bye, so this is their first playoff game. But the Hornets, Lindy Sandoval hits a three-pointer early on. Silver Creek comes back though. Their senior point guard, Carrie Ramirez, finds Tegan Knechtel open for a jumper. 1 of 5 assists for Ramirez, and Knechtel had 11 points in the game, so good game for her. Sandoval and the Hornets on the move again. Sandoval with a great move to get the ball inside to Madeline Jacquart, who puts it in for a bucket. But Silver Creek, they would come right back, and Julia Bishop hits a jumper, her only bucket of the night, but a great shot there for Bishop. And Silver Creek kind of controlled this game through most of it, and a great pass from Julie Dower to Emily Rembert for the easy layup. Rembert finished with 19 points and 5 assists. And then Margaret Davis is going to collect the loose ball, and she puts that in for a jumper. And the Raptors kind of rolling along here, and Rembert, they are up 18 late in the third quarter, and they would add to it. Rembert hits a jumper there, and then you see Jordan Carter right there, number 40. She had 14 points and 10 rebounds in that game as Silver Creek just rolled over Pueblo County. Silver Creek boys at Cheyenne Mountain. Raptors 13-11 coming into the game, and they had won earlier in the week in the first round. Cheyenne Mountain 18-5, and Nico Rembert's going to get the steal early in this one and the layup for the Raptors. Rembert had a good game for Silver Creek as they kind of played a pretty good game against the Talon Indians, but Cheyenne Mountain comes right back, and Ryan Rupert with a fast break layup, and there was a lot of that for Cheyenne Mountain on this night. But Silver Creek with the turnover here, and Gassan Namey of the Indians makes them pay with a three-pointer. He had 21 points. Get used to seeing Namey on these highlights over the next few minutes. He did a lot over the next 2 games. He can pass it too. Nice feed inside to Rupert for the layup and the foul. And Silver Creek in a bit of trouble early on, down by 10 after 1 quarter, but they would come back. Zane Lindsay does a nice job on the offensive glass, getting the putback for 2 of his 12 points. And then Lindsay with a steal and the pass to Josh Taryn for the three-pointer. There he is, Taryn with a three-pointer right there. And then a big swing coming up here as the Raptors miss. They're going to miss an open jumper right here, and Cheyenne Mountain is going to go on the break with Nathan Resty slamming it home. And that was a big one for Cheyenne Mountain there. See Namey with a good assist there. And Silver Creek able to keep it close throughout, but Cheyenne Mountain just too much for Silver Creek in this one.
I think the difference could have been that we shot the ball not as well as we have the last few games. I think we make a few more of our outside shots. That allows us to set our press a little bit. And then they're also a talented basketball team. We also dug ourselves a little bit of a hole beginning of the game, and it seemed like we were trying to climb out of it. Got to that 6-point range quite a bit, and just couldn't cut it into 5 or 3. I think at the end of the season we reached expectations. By far. I think we started a little slowly. Our football team went to the state championship game. It took us a while to come together as a group. I felt like the last couple weeks of the season we played our best basketball, and the kids came out 100%, so you can't ask any more than that.
Yeah, Silver Creek really did play well down the stretch, so congratulations to them on a good finish to the season. Moments later at Cheyenne Mountain High School still, this is Longmont at 18-5 taking on Pueblo Central at 15-9. Early on, Longmont's Justinian Jessup with a nice pass to Kevin Mitchell for the layup, and then a great move from Austin Kemp here to get to the rim for the layup. But Central never would go away in this one, keeping it close throughout. Mitchell Ransom, he's going to drain a jumper right there, and then teammate Kobe Betts is going to hit one right here. Betts with a nice move there. He's going to hit a jumper, and Pueblo Central kind of kept this thing close, and Betts with a nice crossover in the jumper there. He had 19 points to lead all scorers and keep his team in the game throughout the night. Kemp had a great pass under the hoop here to Clint Sigg, who had 11 points. And then Ranson again for Central. This time he's going to hit a three-pointer. He finds himself open on that wing and hits a three-pointer there for the Wildcats. And they actually led by 3 going into the fourth quarter. Kemp on the break here with a nice feed to Mitchell for the layup and the foul as Longmont would try to come back in the fourth quarter. And then Kayshawn Laws with the steal and the feed to Ransom for the layup. And Central up by 3 with just over 2 minutes to play. You see the scoreboard coming up here. So there you go. Up by 3 with just over 2 minutes to play, and then Jessup hits a big jumper for the Trojans. They would come back. Longmont up 2 with 3.3 seconds to play, and Central going to miss the free throw here. And Mitchell with the rebound, and Longmont moves on. Big one for them, kind of closer than maybe they expected it to be, but they get the 2-point win and move on to the Sweet 16, where the next night they would play Cheyenne Mountain. And Trojans here the next night getting ready to face Cheyenne Mountain. These two teams both 19-5 coming into the game. And Justinian Jessup, he would get things going early. There he is on the wing. He hits one of his 5 3-pointers, career high 5 3-pointers. He had a great game in this one. But Kassan Namey of Cheyenne Mountain, he burned Silver Creek the night before. He would do the same to Longmont, sinks the jumper there, and he really had a great game. Like I said, get used to seeing him. He's going to be in this highlight clip a lot. But great teamwork here. Jessup passes to Sig, who dumps it off to Blake O'Grady for the layup. But Namey's going to come right back, and this was a shot with a coast-to-coast layup there, and then moments later, he's going to bury a 3-pointer. Does a great job. He can score from anywhere. You see, 3-pointers, layups. We're going to see a dunk in a little bit. He just did a little bit of everything, and this one kind of turned into a battle between Namey and Jessup, who gets a friendly bounce right there. Jessup 5 3-pointers, like I said, and 23 points on the night. Then Namey comes right back with a nifty layup for the Indians, and Jessup again from 3-pointers. From 3-point land, and Trojans, I don't know how they left him open like that, but he took advantage of it, scoring the career high 23 points. Namey again from 3 points, and then a jumper for 2 coming up. He had just a great game, 30 points in this one. He did foul out late in the game. Longmont unable to take advantage of it, but he shows here he can play a little defense too. He's going to get the steal and the dunk. And 30 points, like I said, he did foul out with a couple minutes left, but Cheyenne Mountain able to hold on in this one. Namey finished with 30 points, and Longmont is eliminated in that one. Second round action at D'Evelyn High School. Meade taking on the favorite Jaguars. D'Evelyn on the break. Ty McGee dishes to Brian Smith for the layup and the foul. And Meade in a little bit of a hole. You see 11-2 early on, but Aaron Chung buries a 3-pointer for the Mavericks as they tried to stay close in this one. Then James Mayhere, he's going to hit one of his 2 3-pointers as Meade. They did keep it close for a little while. Did a nice job staying with the favorite Jags, but the pass inside to McGee for the layup. And then Jaguars are going to get a steal right there underneath the basket, and Landon Schoenberger puts that in for an easy 2. And they would kind of keep things going on the break. Grant Witherspoon with the layup for the Jaguars, and just a little bit too much D'Evelyn for Meade to contend with. And then Witherspoon here, he's going to kick it out to teammate Cameron Brown for a 3-pointer, and D'Evelyn D'Evelyn pulling away in this one. Maher, though, tried to come back, get things going with a great pass to Chung. Mavs, like I said, kept this close for a little while, but Witherspoon and the Jags just too much for them in this one. Witherspoon with a great layup there, and Meade's season comes to a close.
I think the difference in the game was their pressure. They're athletic, they're long, they do a good job jumping the basketball. That was certainly the difference. Their full court pressure, like, at times we handled it well. The times we didn't generally led to some quick points for them, which is hard to recover from. We started 0-3, 1-4, and for our kids to battle through it, stay positive through it, get better through it, and win the Tri-Valley League, and make it to the Sweet 16. It's a fantastic year, and it's, all the credit goes to the 12 guys we just had in the locker room. They worked their tails off, battled through some things, and accomplished a lot.
All right, despite that loss, congratulations to Meade on a great season. Made school history. It's not a very old school, but they did make school history. Their first ever Sweet 16 appearance. They finished 16-9, won a league championship. That earned them a first-round bye in the 4A state playoffs. They got the win on Friday night, and then the loss on Saturday. So great job for Coach Darren Reese and the Mavericks. Congratulations on a great season. A couple other notes in basketball. We saw the Silver Creek girls in their victory on Friday night. The next night they lost at Valley Christian despite 18 points from Emily Rembert. The Longmont girls fell behind 16-2 after one quarter at Mesa Ridge on Saturday and never recovered. They lost 55-40. Sydney Wetterstrom had 17 points in that game. She had 26 the game before. She's just a sophomore, so she's going to be fun to watch over the next couple of years, and Longmont finishes 18-7 on the season. Frederick boys got a first-round win last week, but lost to Denver West in the second round. They fell behind 28-15 after one quarter. Did a nice job of rallying after that, but just couldn't complete that rally. Alex Therian had 32 points in that game for the Warriors. And then the Erie girls, after a first-round win, went up against undefeated Mesa Ridge and lost 59-36. Serena Godino had 21 points for the Tigers, who finished 13-11. So congratulations to all the teams who made it into the basketball playoffs. And boy, after 1 week, we are done with high school basketball in this area. All the teams in this area have been eliminated. So basketball is going to be going on the next couple of weeks, but without any of the teams from the St. Vrain Valley. So we are going to look forward to spring sports here in a couple of weeks here on Channel 8. First off, congratulations again to all those basketball teams. And a man who does work with a lot of the spring sports athletes is Chad Parrish, and he has our No Limit Sports Performance Tip of the Week.
Today we're talking about squats and squat technique and the different body positions that you want to try to get into in order to do a squat correctly. We have one of our really young No Limits athletes here to demonstrate it today, because I'm sure a lot of you have seen the baby squat picture that's all over the internet that shows proper squat technique. So we have one of our young kids here to demonstrate it, to show you how, with a lack of years of influence in body mechanics, a young child truly does do a correct squat. So we're going to have our No Limits athlete demonstrate the squat now to show the different body positions and how a proper squat should actually be done. So we'll have her squat down into the position, and if you notice when she does that, she drops straight down, her knees stay back behind her toes, and we maintain a upper body column position, as it's called. So her upper body stays straight up and down. You don't see any rounding of the back or anything like that. And if we have her stand back up, you notice she comes right straight back up, and there's no change really in that upper body position. So there's none of the back rounding or anything that you see a lot of times with athletes that may have a limited range of motion. So we'll have her do a couple of repetitions now where she goes up and down, so you can see that body position maintains. She just drops her hips and then stands back up. And the cool thing is, if as adults we continue to do this and continue to squat throughout life, we can maintain that range of motion.
All right, thank you very much to Chad Parrish, who always does a great job with the No Limit Sports Performance program. And give him a call, and he'll get you set up with a lot of things you need for your to get you ready for all your sports. Also, want to thank the Longmont Athletic Club for sponsoring the show. You can reach them at 303-772-4700, and they'll get you set up for all of your fitness needs. And if you want to go over there and play tennis, swim, whatever you need, Longmont Athletic Club has all those things. Also want to thank Blaine Robinson and Paul Howard for getting our video this week, and Don Gerton, the producer-director of this show, always does a great job for us. Check out bocopreps.com in the Longmont Times Call. They will get you up to date on everything going on in high school sports in the area. Also, like us on Facebook and check us out on www.longmontchannel.com, where you can watch this or any other programs you like here on Channel 8. And as always, thank you very much for watching. We're going to take a break next week as we gear up for spring sports, so we'll see you back here in 2 weeks.